Well, guys, it's here. Hr6666 tracing. It's called the Trace Act or something. Track. Uh, I can't remember what the fuck it stands for, but pretty much it's going to allow them to be able to come into your house. Ask anybody if anybody's got a cough or anything, and if you have a cough, and they're fucking taking you out and quarantining you. If you don't have a cough and they test you and you test positive, they're taking you out of your fucking house. I'm telling you right now, this is where shit goes down.
Look at this. Hr6666 COVID-19 testing. Reaching and contacting everyone. Trace Act.
To do this work, it felt like a good thing for the economy also.
But one of the things that you have to be able to do is to track people who are positive. Where were they? Who were they in contact with? How can you hem up any recurrence of this? Massachusetts has recently announced that they're going to try to build a statewide tracking program, and they've asked partners in health to run it for them. And they're one of my partners in the work we've done in Africa, Haiti, and other places. But where are we going to get all these contact tracers? Should we have, like you did with California did with the Conservation Corps of young people, should we have a contract tracer corps, even if we call it something more elegant? Should we really build the first public health network we've ever really built in this country around this issue?
I think the answer is absolutely yes, and I love the Massachusetts example. We were able to learn from them. We're all sharing best practices in real time. But this is an interesting point that's often not brought up. We have tracing capacity that predates COVID-19. It goes back to SARS, measles, TB, etc. Tracking and tracing capacity that exists in the county levels primarily, and increasing capacity at the state level. So what we're doing is we're building off that existing infrastructure and using the tools of technology to overlay. In addition to that, we're using AmeriCorps specifically. I thank you as a champion for AmeriCorps for decades. We've been able to take advantage of that workforce. Obviously, our conservation corps, what we have now is called Cal Volunteers. In the spirit of Sarge Shriver, we are asking people, thousands of folks, to be part of this new corps, to get trained and to help us with the tracing, because you're absolutely right. The predicate for getting back to some semblance of normalcy is our ability to identify individuals through testing, to be able to trace their contacts, to isolate individuals that have either been exposed or quarantine people that are tested positive. And that's just going to require an army of folks and the capacity of consideration from individuals to allow for their privacy to be impacted by that kind of acuity of attention.
I'm telling you right now. I don't even know what to say. Do you see how they set everything up? They seclude everybody in their own house so that we're not grouped up, so that they can individually come into our house, physically force you to be tested. And if they just so happen to want to say that you have this fake disease, they'll just take you right out the fucking house. You see what I mean by they're gonna round people up? There's always a way when they do things. Somebody will say, hey, they're gonna round us up, and everybody's like, oh, you're crazy, they're not gonna be able to do it. Yeah, well, this is how they do it. They pass the laws, under our noses so that you don't see it. And then when they come to your house and you try to say, no, it's illegal, then you're arrested or you're just thrown out. This is where shit gets real. It's starting in Ventura, California, and who knows when it's going to start in your town. I'm telling you right now, if we don't stand up, there's going to be a lot of death.